How's it going? It's been a while since I talked to my Muslim viewers, so I decided I'll give a small chat uh, every once in a while. Y'all will. Um, I'm gonna talk about a few different things, just in general. Alhamdulillah, if I can pronounce it right. Alhamdulillah. Hum. I gotta get my pronunciations right. Anyway, let me praise Yah. Thank God I'm able to have this small talk. I will. Everything will work its, inshallah, everything will work its way out. Um, and I'll be able to present to you all the things that I have planned. Uh, Decided I'm gonna have a little small talk. We just gonna have a little small talk, just briefly, you know, kind of catch up on some things, just share some things, just viewer, vlogger, conversation, whatever, uh, vlogger. Uh, anyway, let's get into it. The science of Islam. No, I'm not gonna start there. I'm gonna start with the war thing, and I need to speed up. So follow me. Uh, I just want you to know that I've been communicating with different Muslims, and I I recently witnessed, I guess, some Americans got attacked overseas or something like that, and I guess I shouldn't be surprised because I've talked. I remember when Osama bin Laden was supposedly around before he supposedly died. I should say, or was killed. I would talk to Muslims, and they would say they don't agree, but they didn't say they wanted him to stop. And I'm not saying that all Muslims are that way, but in a way, I kind of feel like or think that yeah, they you all do not believe in the method, but you hope that the goal is accomplished. In which case, I just want you to know, should anything happen to America, or should somehow there was an invasion, this is what our government could do and probably be very successful. They could just have the government, the president of the United States, come on television and have a gun in his hand, cock it, do you understand what I'm saying, and hand it to a citizen and say USA, and he could go in the White House, and that right there, that single event right there, because there are a lot of crazy people in America, and the government, I mean, for people who are not in the U.S., you may not know this, but the government is trying to keep them in check. But if they just let them loose on the world, the place could get, I don't know, if you really want to go down that road, I don't see a bright future in it. But at any rate, let me go into the science. Here's another thing. This is where we are. I'm just telling you where we are. The science in Islam. I've been hearing that lately, and I haven't even did the research. And You know, if you try to pressure me, I will probably do some research. But I, what I hear, just what I hear, this may be rumor, this may be whatever, hearsay, whatever, is that it came from a Catholic. Excuse me. Came from a Catholic. In other words, a Catholic wrote a book highlighting uh, the similarities of this scientific thing and that, and all of you, all the Muslims, a majority of the learned Islamic leaders are following in behind what he said. I mean, if it's true, it's true. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's like why would a Christian or a Catholic create a book that placed the Quran above the Apocrypha? Do you see where I'm getting at? Does that make sense? Would he? And he didn't convert, from my understanding. It'd be different if he converted and was like, "Oh wow, this information makes me want to become a Muslim or a follower of Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, peace is upon him." But no, he just did it, and then that's it. Do you think for a minute? Now, I'm just saying, between me and you, or us, if I had something that could lift a person or something above my own religion, would I do that and not convert? Or would I do that knowing that I have something greater to lift my religion above it? Do you see what I'm saying? So, I'm just wondering, with you trying to promote the scientific stuff that's in the Quran, it may backfire on you. Because that leads me to my next point. Talking about the Bible and you don't know it. I've talked to many Muslims and they haven't read it. In fact, they're afraid of it. They're afraid to read it. Y'all talking about us afraid to read your book. People, biblical readers, afraid to read the Quran. You will not read it. I'm talking cover to cover. Will not read it. I mean, like scared of it. And it's like, man, are y'all serious? Wow, this is. And I can see through the fictitious, I know about the Bible stuff. That only works for people who don't know the Bible. I'm just sitting. I'm talking about from a person who observed stuff. I'm just sitting back observing. This is interesting. The Jesus, which piggybacks on your overview of Jesus. You have not done the research, and not only have you not done the research, but the not everybody, but the majority come at the study of who Jesus is with an arbitrary sentiment or arbitrary motive. They're not coming at it from a true-hearted study method. They're coming at it with the intent to do something. I'm not going in depth, but if you question me, then you're gonna force my hand. But it's like, come on, people. And last but not least, the music thing. How do you believe that music was created by God, and God uses music. Not maybe not all of you, but a lot of you frown on music. But I'm just saying, music is essential to the human being, all humans. They use music, need music. Music is a part of life. I mean, to, I cannot imagine you thinking that you will go to Junnah, I believe that's your word for heaven, or that you can live through the dunya, or the on this earth or whatever, and not need the influence of music. That's enough for now. It's already too long. But until next time, inshallah, you know, God's love, Allah's love for life.